When we look across the solar system, we observe more than 290 fascinating moons, most of which orbit the gas giants Jupiter and Saturn. Earth contributes just one to this list, the Moon. But is this big, bright, gray neighbor really the only natural satellite we have? Since the 19th century, several astronomers have claimed to have discovered a new moon of Earth. Hello and welcome to ZE. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. French astronomer Frédéric Petit, for instance, announced in 1846 that he had observed a second moon. Although his discovery gained attention, it was soon dismissed by his peers, largely because he placed it at a distance of only 11.4 kilometers from Earth, roughly the altitude at which commercial airliners fly. German scientist Dr. George Waltemath claimed in 1898 to have located not only a second moon, but also a system of tiny moons orbiting Earth. His discovery, however, could not be confirmed and was widely considered false. Even Clyde Tombaugh, the discoverer of Pluto, studied the possibility of a second moon, only to release a 1959 report stating he had found nothing. Based on these previous attempts, it seems Earth really does only have one moon. Or does it? There is a more intriguing answer suggesting our planet has had many moon-like objects over the years and currently has more than you might think. You're watching V101 Space. My name's Rob, and if you enjoy my videos, remember to subscribe and tap the notification bell to never miss an upload. When Earth first formed around 4.5 billion years ago, it had no moons. But that changed when, according to the giant impact hypothesis, a Mars-sized protoplanet nicknamed Theia collided with young Earth, causing debris to be blasted into space. This material eventually coalesced into the magnificent moon we see today. Some astronomers speculate there may have been a companion moon early in Earth's history. An impact with this other moon might explain why the moon's near side is low and flat with volcanic scars, while the far side is mountainous and deeply cratered. However, other processes can also explain these observations, so the companion moon idea remains hypothetical. It seems the moon is our only permanent natural satellite, but despite previous fraudulent, mistaken, or failed attempts to find a second moon, other mysterious objects have been discovered orbiting Earth in recent decades. In 1991, a small object initially thought to be old NASA hardware was discovered. Further examination showed it was natural. This object, known as 1991 VG, was the first observed to be gravitationally bound to Earth, at least temporarily, making it a mini-moon. However, it only orbited Earth for a few months, becoming one of the few known temporary satellites. Could it be that Frédéric Petit and Dr. George Waltemath were onto something, discovering temporary moons? Possibly. The earliest known mention of a temporary moon occurred in 1913 when an odd meteor procession lit up the sky over Canada, the northeastern United States, and down to Brazil. The origin of this event, called the Great Meteor Procession of 1913, is still a mystery, but many astronomers theorize it could have been a short-lived natural satellite of Earth. These temporary moons are small objects captured by Earth's gravity, becoming natural satellites but eventually leaving orbit or colliding with Earth. However, temporary mini-moons aren't the only things orbiting us. In 1961, a report announced the existence of so-called ghost moons. These Kordylewski clouds, dust clouds too faint to see with the unaided eye, orbit Earth along the same path as the moon. For nearly 60 years, ghost moons were controversial until confirmed in 2018. These enormous clouds, nearly 9 times wider than Earth, consist of micrometer-sized particles that glow slightly but are hard to see. Ghost moons, although fascinating, are tenuous and barely qualify as moons. There are also many space rocks that seem to orbit Earth but are more influenced by the sun's gravity. These are quasi-satellites or quasi-moons. They don't follow Earth's orbit but take 365 days to orbit the sun, appearing to orbit Earth despite being mostly outside its gravitational influence. Earth also has Trojans, which do not orbit Earth but move along the same path just in front or behind at Lagrange points. These are gravitationally stable points where objects can remain with minimal energy. NASA uses these points, most famously with the James Webb Space Telescope at Earth's Lagrange point 2, allowing it to stay in line with Earth and use little fuel. Only 2 Earth Trojans have been discovered, both at Lagrange point 4. Although small, one 400 meters across and the other about 1 kilometer, they could be significant in the future. They might be ideal for bases for solar system exploration or as resource sources, making them attractive for robotic space probes and asteroid mining experiments. When we think of Earth's moon, the image that typically comes to mind is the familiar, cratered sphere that has inspired countless myths, poems, and scientific endeavors. However, what many people might not realize is that Earth's gravitational domain plays host to more than just this solitary moon. The reality is that Earth has other moons, strange and fascinating celestial companions that defy conventional notions of what a moon should be. Let's explore these peculiar objects and their unique characteristics. Quasi-satellites, Earth's perplexing partners. The term moon generally refers to a natural satellite that orbits a planet. Earth's primary moon, often referred to simply as the moon, has been Earth's companion for over 4 billion years. However, there are other objects known as quasi-satellites that share Earth's orbit around the Sun in a complex dance of gravitational forces. One such quasi-satellite is 3753 Cruithne. Discovered in 1986, Cruithne is often referred to as Earth's second moon, although its orbit around the Sun is far from simple. Rather than orbiting Earth directly, Cruithne follows a horseshoe-shaped path that takes it near our planet every 770 years. This peculiar orbit is a result of the gravitational interplay between Earth and the Sun, causing Cruithne to periodically approach and recede from Earth without ever being captured as a traditional moon. Temporary capture, the ephemeral moons. Another category of Earth's lesser-known moons are temporary captured objects, sometimes called mini-moons. These are small asteroids that are temporarily captured by Earth's gravity. Unlike our moon, these objects do not stay in stable orbits around Earth for long periods. They typically orbit Earth for a few months or years before escaping back into an independent orbit around the Sun. One notable example is 2020 CD3, a small asteroid that was captured by Earth's gravity in 2019 and orbited our planet until it broke free in 2020. These mini-moons are often too small and dim to be observed easily, but their existence highlights the dynamic nature of Earth's gravitational environment. Kordylewski clouds, ghostly companions. Adding to the list of Earth's unconventional moons are the Kordylewski clouds. Named after the Polish astronomer Kazimierz Kordylewski, who discovered them in 1961, these clouds are not solid objects but rather accumulations of dust particles that occupy the Lagrange points, positions of gravitational equilibrium, along Earth's orbit. The Kordylewski clouds are located at the L4 and L5 Lagrange points, where the combined gravitational forces of Earth and the Moon create areas where objects can remain relatively stable. These dust clouds are extremely diffuse and faint, making them difficult to observe. However, their presence is a fascinating testament to the complex gravitational interactions within the Earth-Moon system. The unique nature of Earth's additional moons. While these additional moons might not fit the traditional definition of a moon, they share some intriguing characteristics with our familiar lunar companion. Their existence challenges our understanding of celestial mechanics and provides valuable insights into the dynamic processes governing the solar system. Quasi-satellites like Cruithne, temporary mini-moons, and dust clouds like the Kordylewski clouds each have unique orbits and behaviors influenced by the gravitational interplay between Earth, the Moon, and the Sun. These objects are reminders of the complexity and wonder of our cosmic neighborhood, showing that even familiar planetary systems can harbor surprises. The concept of Earth having more than one moon expands our understanding of the dynamic and diverse nature of celestial bodies within our solar system. From the quasi-satellite 3753 Cruithne and the fleeting mini-moons to the ghostly Kordylewski clouds, these unconventional moons reveal the intricate dance of gravitational forces at play. They remind us that the universe is full of strange and unexpected phenomena, encouraging us to continue exploring and expanding our knowledge of the cosmos. The study of these weird and wonderful moons not only broadens our comprehension of Earth's immediate environment, but also provides a glimpse into the complex interactions that shape the solar system and beyond. For generations, astronomers have suggested Earth might have more than one moon. Although the moon is our only permanent natural satellite, there are many moons that come and go, potentially with an astronaut's boot print on their surface someday.